welcome to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti. My guests this evening are Heather McNeil and Jennifer Donahue from the town of Old Saybrook. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. How are you guys?
Great.
We're good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Good.
Gearing up for another busy fall season and holiday season.
I know we got a lot going on, but before we get going into the 7th annual Starlight Festival, I want you guys to tell us a little bit about yourselves and a little bit about your agencies, please. Jennifer.
Well, I work for the Economic Development Department.
Okay.
And we are sort of the liaison with all the business community, and also always looking around for underutilized areas of town that we can make better use of. And this time of year is especially fun because we get to plan our winter festival and we decorate the town, and we look forward to people coming in and shopping and celebrating and enjoying themselves.
And I believe there's even a torchlight parade coming up.
That's right.
I believe in a couple of weeks.
Yep, a fan favorite.
Yes.
Yes.
And Heather, how about you?
Thanks, Pete. I'm the Director of Youth and Family Services in town, so we provide positive youth development programming, mental health counseling, and social services. So access to health care, heat assistance, and food assistance.
And your agency's keeping busy?
It has been very busy, of course, yep. Yeah, at this time of year, especially with heating costs rising and food costs rising, for sure.
Now, I see that we have a Starlight Festival coming up this Saturday.
Yep. And Heather and I are the co-chairs of the planning committee.
Okay.
And this is the 4th year of the event, and we've been trying to make it bigger and better every year, and we think there's a lot happening this year that people should come on down and enjoy. We're going to have some horse-drawn wagon rides. The chamber is hosting their annual stocking walk.
Okay.
So for $5 you can buy a stocking and you can go to participating businesses and get little treats and gifts in your stocking. On the town green is where we have our main event for all our families. This year we're going to have also Frank Andrews Mobile Kitchen doing pizza, Moon Rocks Gourmet Cookies, and the Lions Club is doing popcorn and free hot chocolate like they always generously do.
Oh, cool.
The Masons are providing chili, and the Knights of Columbus are doing hot beignets. We have a little cafe area set up on the patio of the Kate for people to enjoy that, and Heather's group is doing a lot of really fun activities for families, which I'm sure she'd like to tell you about.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And the nice thing about all the things Jen just mentioned is those are community partners that we work with together all the time for different events, and it's so much fun to see them again and see how excited they are about bringing something to Old Saybrook for everyone to enjoy. So Youth and Family Services on the town green will have hula hoop dancing by Judy. She's from Danielson, Connecticut, and she does some wonderful activities with kids. We also have Astra Dance Studio doing 2 performances at 2:45 and 3:30. And we have the Senior Strings, which is a group of senior citizens who, it's just grown. It's been ukulele, flute, and guitar now, so they'll be doing 2 numbers, all on the Starlight Cafe, which is right under the portico of the Kate. So there'll be nice tables set up where people can bring their food and snacks and have a place to sit and kind of relax while they're watching the activities. And also Youth and Families doing a huge interactive game called Grow the Grinch's Heart. So it'll be something that kids can get involved in with all the different characters who will be high school kids dressed up, which is always a lot of fun for everyone to see. And they can play the game. And then we have the big man from the North Pole coming by fire truck at 2:30. And he'll be under the gazebo. Kids can meet him, and sometimes families get their holiday photo taken at that time too. So we'll have high school students ready to use their iPhone to take a family shot under the gazebo, which is beautifully decorated this year. And I have to give a shout out to Brett Elliott at the Kate, who worked very hard with Jen on the design of not just the town green and the Kate, but really elsewhere in town as well on Main Street.
So how did the idea of the festival come about?
So it was a project of the Economic Development Department right as COVID was opening up, and I think there was really a feeling that there needed to be something fun and community-wide to sort of welcome people back to being able to be together. And so we used some ARPA money to start the festival and just invite everybody to gather again. And it was very popular, and it's just taken off and grown from there. So.
And I believe we actually have a video that you guys sent us that we can take a look at.
Great.
And welcome back. Ladies, we just saw a short video about the Starlight Parade. I was wondering if you can tell us about what we saw?
Sure. Some of the first part were Youth and Family Services elves dressed up to entertain kids on the green, because as they're waiting to meet the big man from the North Pole, they need something to keep them occupied. So we always have a life-size interactive game of some sort. Last year was Candyland.
I remember
so the high
that.
school kids were dressed as different characters. And then the horse and wagon ride, of course, a gentleman from Lebanon named Alan brings his horses down and takes people up and down Main Street. This year it'll go from the Cape to Porter Plaza and back again.
Cool.
Yeah,
I heard the game this year involves a catapult. Is that true?
it does, but it's very safe. It's very safe. There's all these wrapped presents, and people have to use the catapult and knock down the tower. It's a little bit like a combination of Jenga and something else. I'm not sure what.
Cool.
We'll make sure everybody's safe.
How'd the idea of that come about?
One of our program coordinators is a mom of 2 young boys and is very creative.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And as far as I believe we have a whole list of activities, I was wondering if maybe we can go through that.
Sure, sure.
This year we're going to have the Connecticut Yuletide Carolers, which are professional carolers. They'll be dressed in classical Victorian garb.
Okay.
They're going to be up and down Main Street singing, so we're excited to have them this year. And also on the town green, at the Youth and Family Service table and at the Economic Development table, you're going to be able to enter for a chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to Frosty. The Kate has generously donated 2 family 4-packs.
Cool.
So a couple lucky families will get to see the Frosty presentation.
Yeah. And we're doing a fundraiser for the Shoreline Soup Kitchen and Pantry, which we've done every year at that, so people can buy tickets and use that for face painting, chili from the Masons. We have a holiday marketplace set up of things that kids would like little bracelets and games and things like that, as well as cotton candy from Dabby's Event Services.
Okay.
So
we have about 14 or 15 local restaurants too, who have all agreed to offer some kind of specialty drink or an appetizer special or a military discount, because as you might remember from our previous visits, at the end of the evening, everybody gathers in front of the Kate for the Heroes Tree lighting.
That's right.
Which honors our service members who are either currently serving or lost their lives in service to our country. And so we try and incorporate that military theme into part of our day. So we hope people will patronize those restaurants, especially our service members, and take advantage of that discount.
And the Glitter Girls also dance in front of the Kate before that ceremony. And then also the Old Saybrook High School choral group will also be there to sing a few songs ahead of time.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I actually was doing research for tonight's show, and I saw the new economic development website.
Oh,
Very nice.
great. Thank you.
Very nice.
Yes. Yeah, that's Say Old Saybrook.
Yeah.
And if you follow any of our social media through economic development, we have switched everything over to that messaging, and all of our, promotions for the town are with our Say Old Saybrook tagline.
I was going to say, I think I see a tagline here somewhere.
I brought you a sticker. I don't know
thank
how
you.
the camera can see it.
We can show that.
So you can have one of those, Pete, if you want.
Thank you.
Brought it for you.
Thank you.
But yeah, if you just visit sayoldsaybrook.com, not only does it bring up our homepage with all of our information about the town, but you can also reach our events pages, which one of them is event for Starlight page, one for our summer event, Celebrate Saybrook, and then a calendar of our upcoming events, which is a place where all our local businesses and community organizations can post anything that's going on. And we hope all of our residents and visitors will go there to find out how they can enjoy themselves in Old Saybrook.
Heather?
Well, I was just going to say it's been a labor of not love, really, but she really spearheaded that, and I just wanted to give her kudos for that because it's not easy to coordinate all the different things that are happening in town in a way that's user-friendly and easy for people to find.
Right.
And there's so many departments in Saybrook that work so well together, and it's really a great place to have all that information handy for folks coming to town. So thank you for all your effort for that.
Absolutely. And I know the last time I had Carl on with me, we talked about the website, but it hadn't launched yet. So I'm glad to see it actually launched and everything.
Well, it's still growing, and we're still trying to get the word out, so I do appreciate you talking about it here. Like I said, I hope that people will learn that it's there, and businesses will utilize it, and our community organizations will utilize it, and people will go there for information.
So we have a whole list of events for the Starlight Festival. I was wondering maybe if we can go through. And I see Heather's got a map. So
I brought a map for you.
You're going to show me a map?
Yeah, because you have to be able to find the gentleman from the North Pole. That's the important. So for the youth and family part, face painting, cotton candy, a professional hula hooper named Judy who will be there leading the kids through activities, and then our Grow the Grinch Heart game. The Acton Public Library will also be there because they do crafts and activities for young kids as well as sing-along. And they will also have their car there. They are doing a fundraiser for the Acton Public Library, and they'll be selling tickets for that car. And it'll be parked on the green, so people can go in it and check it out, turn on the lights and things like that, the director said. And then the dance performances by Astra Dance Studio at 2:45 and 3:30, and the senior strings also on the Starlight Cafe a little bit later in the afternoon. Up front, you have the economic development and then 3 other tables.
Yeah, so I'm going to have a table this year to promote Say Old Saybrook so that people can learn more about it. So I hope people will stop by, maybe get a sticker or just learn how to use it. And then the Blue Star Moms will be there, and people can decorate a holiday card for a service member. And the Blue Star Moms will distribute those. Like if I know my own nephew is right now in Baghdad serving, and so they really enjoy receiving things from home, and this is one way to get that message out there. So we're really happy that the Blue Star Moms come every year and do that. And then new this year, the Old Saybrook Garden Club is going to have a table. We're very excited to have them. They're going to have all kinds of greenery and different people from the club. And it's all free, and children and adults can go, and they can get assistance making some kind of special holiday arrangement that they can take home with them afterwards.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So would you guys mind sticking around for another segment?
Sure.
All right, we'll be right back.
The holiday season is here, and so are scammers. Ready to trick unsuspecting shoppers with fake ads and too good to be true offers. Scammers are offering fake and deceptive beauty products, targeting viral trends and pretending to sell gifts for loved ones. So look out for red flags like huge discounts, unfamiliar retailers, and requests for payment through payment apps. Better Business Bureau can help you protect yourself from online scams this holiday season. Learn more at bbb.org/scam studies.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti, sitting here with Jennifer and Heather from the Starlight Festival in the town of Old Saybrook. Ladies, welcome back.
Thank you.
So we talked about the Starlight Festival and everything going on with your agencies in Old Saybrook in the first segment. What would you like to open this segment talking about?
So I think just to let people know that the Starlight Festival is only one exciting thing that's happening for the
Okay.
holiday season. The Chamber of Commerce is offering several late evenings on Main Street.
Yeah.
Where one is December 6th, I believe, Ladies' Night, and then the weekend after Starlight, I believe they're offering a Festive Friday.
Okay.
So those are times when you can come after work and enjoy later hours at the stores, get a little of your Christmas shopping done, and then, of course, December 14th, the weekend after Starlight, we have the Torchlight Parade, which is an event that's been going on for more than 50 years, is very popular. Probably the most popular event that happens in Old Saybrook, believe it or not. Everybody knows about it because it's been around for so long. And on December 7th, actually, the same day as the Starlight Festival, the Old Saybrook Historical Society is having their holiday house tour.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I believe there's 7 houses that are going to be beautifully decorated. You can buy your tickets at the Historical Society and at a couple other places around town. I think the hardware store is one of them.
Okay.
And they're like $30, I think. And there'll be a shuttle to take you around to all the places. And it benefits our Historical Society, which does a lot of wonderful things in our town. So
Oh, yeah.
there's just a lot going on that's fun to do.
I remember one year I was doing radio. This was a bunch of years ago. And one of my colleagues and I decided to take a wireless microphone, and he was producing inside one of the local coffee shops on Main Street across from the Chamber of Commerce in Saybrook. And he was nice and warm doing that. Me, I was the one running up and down Main Street.
Yep.
It was sub-zero, frigid,
always
freezing
cold.
cold. But I got to interview George Washington,
Oh, cool.
Okay.
who I'm assuming both of you know who dresses up as George Washington for the parade.
I don't think we can tell.
Huh?
Should we keep it a secret?
I
though?
think we should keep it
Yeah.
a secret.
Yeah.
But I think the three of us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you who've never been to the Torchlight Parade, it's a lot of fife and drum corps,
Yes.
and a lot of people dress up in traditional colonial garb, including our own first selectman and some of our other town dignitaries. And then there's a lot of groups that do lighted floats,
Yep.
and it's just very festive, packed atmosphere. There's special treats offered by some of the local vendors, and the Lions Club does a hospitality tent on the town green. So it's really a tradition for a lot of families.
And it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you mentioned being cold, so we just wanted to mention, we do have a inclement weather plan for the Starlight Festival.
Okay.
We needed it one year. This year, the skies are going to be clear, it's going to be lovely, but just in case,
Okay.
if it was inclement weather, we'd advertise that on the town website, and then we'd be moved to the middle school on Sheffield Street. So all of the activities that were on the green
Right.
will then be inside at the middle school on Sheffield Street.
Is that behind the town hall?
It is.
Sort of.
Yep, I believe the
Yes.
number is 60
Okay.
Sheffield Street.
Okay.
We don't expect to need it this year, but
No.
but we are prepared.
Yes.
Yeah.
You needed it one year?
The second year, and it was the first year Jen and I were chairing the committee, it was almost like hurricane force winds and
Oh,
rain.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
And
No, that's
yeah.
no fun.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the last minute, we made the best of it, but
Yeah.
now we have a plan.
Well, hey, that's a good thing to come up with a plan, because you never know when you're going to
Yeah.
need to utilize.
Do you want to tell them about the lighthouse that's on the green?
Oh, yeah.
What lighthouse on the green?
So one of the things we've been trying to do the last few years is really spruce up the town for the holidays. You might recall that last year, Mixbook deemed us one of the most Christmassy towns
Yes,
in
that's
Connecticut.
right.
So now we really feel the pressure to live up to that
Yeah, right.
reputation, and we've been adding more and more lighting and decorations each year. We have a long-term plan for that. And this year we added a signature feature on the town green. It's a replica of the outer light,
Okay.
which is kind of a symbol for Old Saybrook. And so we have a lighted version of that on the town
Cool.
green now.
Pretty big too, isn't it?
It is. It's 15 feet tall.
Oh,
And
Tiny.
yeah, and we have a little sailboat to go along with it. So we really wanted to showcase sort of the nautical history of the town. And so that's a new feature on the town green.
Yeah.
cool.
It's, I've been told, the newest place for taking a selfie in Old Saybrook.
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
Some people have been
Okay.
stopping there and
Yeah.
snapping a picture, so
And it's permanent, or is it just seasonal?
just for the season.
Starlight.
Yeah,
Okay.
just for the season.
And for that day too, you might remember the Van Epps family. They
Yes.
donated a lot of holiday inflatables
That's
to us.
right, yeah.
So that'll be set up for a holiday inflatables walk between the firehouse and the Kate near the monument.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be all set up, and kids really enjoyed walking through that last year. And we want to thank the Van Epps family again for that generous donation.
Now,
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
That reminds me too, we got another new little feature this year. The library is going to be hosting from 2 to 2:30 a carol sing
Okay.
for kids,
Great.
and they can sing in Santa when he comes at 2:30. So,
Cool.
yeah, do a little warm welcome to
Great.
Santa this year.
Nice.
Now, who is the Van Epps family?
Pardon me?
Who are the Van Epps family in Saybrook?
Mrs. Van Epps lived down near the point.
Okay.
And every year, you may have passed her house a million times, big white house. It was decorated for every holiday.
Okay.
And she had two either dog statues or lion statues, but they were always decorated with the hats and even for St. Patrick's Day. And when she passed, she had a ton of decorations that their family reached out to see if the town would like to take ownership of and archive those and keep them in good working condition. And we were able to do that for the family to honor their mom, their matriarch.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So what else do we want to tell people about the Starlight Festival? What else is going on that we want to get the word out?
Well, it's going to be chilly, so dress warm, but we offer free hot chocolate, courtesy of our Lions Club. So
Okay.
don't worry, you can keep warm. Don't let the weather scare you off.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
There's plenty of also warm shops to duck into here and there
Yeah.
and warm up.
Right.
And it's an event for all ages, really. On the
Yeah.
town green, we have things for families with young kids, but the restaurants and the businesses on Main Street have plenty to offer adults and
Right.
folks walking through the town. So it should
And
be
you can make a whole day of it. I mean, we even have some of our restaurants will be offering live music that evening. So if you check our website, you can see those things, and
Cool.
you know, you can come for the whole day if you want.
Exactly. And I believe it's from 2 to 6,
Yes, those are the activities on the town green.
Saturday the 7th.
Yeah.
And let's see.
And what's your website?
You guys are going to be doing something with the Shoreline Soup Kitchen?
We're doing a fundraiser, so our activities, people will buy tickets to
Yeah.
use so that they don't have to pull their wallet out all the time. And then that money we donate to the Shoreline Soup Kitchen and Pantries. Last year, I think we donated just over $1,200
Oh, wow.
to them, so we're always appreciative of that for
Absolutely.
them.
Now, we've got some more time, but we're going to actually Jennifer, tell us a little bit about your organization as well. Youth with Economic Development, and what exactly you guys do.
So we work with the town businesses, and we do have a commission.
Okay.
And one of the big things that we've been focusing a lot of our time on is a $100,000 contribution we got from the ARPA funding for the town of Old Saybrook.
Okay, sure.
And that money is specifically to help put resources together that will sustain our business community. As we all know, it was very tough on businesses during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah.
And it's taken a long time for some of them to recover. And so the things that I talked about earlier, like our new Say Old Saybrook website, our community calendar, marketing services that we've been offering, those are all meant to be long-term tools to help strengthen our business community and its resources so that even in downtimes, we can rely on that and make it easier for them to stay up and running, to have ways to reach out to the community and things like that, so that if we ever have some other incident, or even just to make it easier for businesses who are more affected by the ups and downs of living in a coastal community, which a lot of people think of in the summer more than they do maybe in the winter.
Right.
We want to provide those resources. So that's been one of our big projects, is expending those funds on behalf of our businesses to strengthen the resources that they have available. But other than that, we also are constantly looking for different grant funding to support initiatives around town. For example, we got a grant to finish the sidewalks in the scenic walkway that we have down at Saybrook Point. So we'll be working on that. And we also recently did a study of the Mariners Way area of town. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
One more time before we say goodnight, website for Say Old Saybrook.
Yep, sayoldsaybrook.com, and you can find out about our Starlight Festival there. We hope you will all visit us. This is our information.
Poster.
So you can find this all over town. You can scan the QR code. We also have advertising in the Harbor News where you could do that as well.
On behalf of Jennifer and Heather, I'm Pete Mezzetti. Thanks, good night, and we'll see you next time.